My name is Miranda Eyles, and I live in the UK, and I'm based in London. I've been in London for over 32 years, and I'm married with one daughter called Priscilla. My husband is called Francis. And I came across KCM, Kenneth Copeland Ministries, when I got born again. And I got born again about 6 years ago, and at that time I was in quite a big financial distress, and I think it was something which got me to think quite radically about my life. So I went to one of her church meetings, and I just was overwhelmed in the genuineness of what it is I could be and what can happen to me. To cut a long story short, I got born again. And conveniently, I was on holiday. And just I was led by the Spirit of the Lord. In my bedroom, I've got my internet, and I just landed on KCM television broadcast, and Brother Copeland was on. I just was glued onto it, and from then on, I just couldn't get enough. I went on the website and I got all the tapes, every CD I could get hold of, every book from KCM Ministries, and if you see my bedroom right now, it's just full of Gloria and Kenneth Copeland tapes and ministries, and I just was feeding on the Word. But since then, I think God started working with me and doing all the miracles. And you know, when you are in debt, the companies who you are in debt with have no, how do I say, they don't even think about the person. They would ring you, you'd have phone calls in the morning, phone calls in the afternoon, phone calls in the evening, and it just got our life into such a state. So after having been born again, having received the Word, using and applying the principles of what Brother Copeland was saying, just downloaded everything, and I started confessing the Word. I had one company supernaturally cancel my debt on the phone, and they told me, don't worry, you have been very faithful in giving us your monthly givings, but look, don't worry about the rest. And the companies were phoning me, asking me, how much can you afford? How can we help you to get out of this? And I started just saying, God, I know you are here. These things couldn't happen without you. And at work, I started seeing things happening in terms of anything I did or I touched. It was like it was blessed. And I'm a nurse, and I work in one of a very famous hospital called the Portland Hospital, and it's for women and children, and I manage the operating theaters there. And when I got born again, the department just started making its budget. And I don't know how. And so I started planting tithe, and I have seen God do wonderful things. My husband, who's a builder and decorator, very good at what he does. Before I got born again, jobs were very scarce, and he wasn't getting any jobs at all. And I thought, well, you know, I've been taught to pray for those things, and I am just going to start declaring. And I just love Sister Copeland, because she just lays it as it is, and she just tells you what to do about your family. And my husband, since, has had job after job after job. God is blessing him so much. And just being here today is a miracle to me. I could have never thought I could have been here. And it was as if they're talking to me personally. And I hope people who are listening on the internet and who are listening wherever they are, please get hold of this. I think I'm a living example of how you can supernaturally get out of debt. And I'm a partner as well, and I contribute my monthly contributions. And I know that it's affecting my life in a way. And I know that my life has changed because I was hooked that week onto their website, onto the internet, onto the Believer's Voice. And I just know that if I hadn't had that grounding, I wouldn't be where I am today. And I just want to thank the whole ministry and the conferences they are doing. I tell you, if you haven't been to one of the conferences, please make it a point that you do, because it's a life-changing experience.